We're in desperate need of new games that are good. Sorry, I had to make that caveat. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld dated his 17-year-old when he was 40. I know it gets brought up every time you talk about Jerry Seinfeld. It's more like he's a smart guy. That must have been miserable for everybody involved, right? Like, he shouldn't have done it for a number of reasons. I'm more just like, why did he even want to do it in the first place? Like, he's writing observational humor that has survived 30 years from the time the pen was put to paper. And then after that, he was like, I'm going to ask my girlfriend how, like, 11th grade chemistry class went. Bro, you live in, like, Manhattan or California or, like, Los Angeles. Go, like, have an experience or something like that. What's going on? There are 25-year-olds who actually have perspective on life. We're not talking about 25-year-olds, for one. Secondly, yeah, okay. And there's one Michael Jordan. There's one Wayne Gretzky. There's one Shohei Ohtani, okay? For the most part, though, you think Dane Cook's dating the Shohei Ohtani of 23-year-olds? It's possible. I'm just saying, I want to be a fly on the wall and see some of their conversations. And it's his life. I'm not saying he shouldn't, like, be able to do it. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm getting a lot of plus twos. I also feel like the whole thing is sus, okay? The whole thing is I'm hitting the emergency meeting. Because if there's a 25-year-old that's the Shohei Ohtani of 25-year-olds, they're well-traveled, they've had a lot of life experience, they got the same values as you, they got their priorities straight, they're building their career, and at the same time, they're not afraid to have a little fun. What are they doing with your old ass? They should be dating Shohei Ohtani. Shouldn't be slumming it up with you. Doesn't make any damn sense. Why are you so mad about the age gap? You've got me slightly backwards. The age gap is a problem, but the other problem is also that I just can't imagine like a 55-year-old celebrity and their 22-year-old spouse having like the kinds of conversations that you're like, I want to grow old with this person. Don't you have the kind of conversations where you're like, you like cook dinner and then you just look at your phone the whole time? Like you're just not at the same place in your life. That's my opinion. As far as I know, it's not illegal yet to have an opinion on things, even if it is misguided. As long as they're both adults, they can do whatever they want. I'm just going to judge them for it and be like, what's going on here? Really? Joey, what's her favorite book, Dane? Dane it's not Dane Cook. It's another hypothetical person named Dane that's in a similar situation. I got nothing against Dane Cook. Dave, tell me what her favorite book is. That's all. If you could just answer that question, we're good to go. What's her dream? Does she leave the washing machine door open or closed when she takes the clothes out of the wash? Because I had always been a door closed guy because it just seems right to me. We had a house inspector come through and he pointed at our washing machine and said, do you guys leave the door open or closed? And I said, I close it, but my wife leaves it open. And I looked at her because I was like, here it comes. He's going to tell you what I told you, which is that you should always close the door. And then he said, wow, she's a smart woman. You should always leave the door open. And I said, brother, tell me something I don't know. But also, you've betrayed me. You betrayed the man code. Have you not read Barney Stinson's the bro code? You ruined my life. You have to leave it open so it doesn't get moldy. I know that now. Hello, Josh. Why are you in Candyland? Because I saw Barbie this weekend. I thought it was cool when Barbie came out and she said it's Barbieing time and she Barbied all over them. Did Barbie win? I don't want to spoil it. You can find out in Barbie 2, the Winter Soldier. I didn't see it, by the way. Didn't really do that much. Didn't really get up to that much. Why don't you take some of that? Coughing Barbie versus Atomic Bomb. That's pretty funny. I'll give you a +2 on that one. That's no good. Holy shit, it's John fucking Kennedy. I did like all the tweets about Oppenheimer that were like, the movie has some Marvel bits where they introduce characters and then have a pause for people to like gasp or applaud or whatever. Who's that young senator from Massachusetts? A young John F. Kennedy, is it? Just imagine, like, in Cape Cod, that must have played like crazy. Oh my God, I know that guy. No fucking way. It's John F. Kennedy. I know there's a lot of Kennedys. I'm actually picturing like a movie theater full of people who look exactly like young John F. Kennedy. And they're walking like people walking Cartoon Network shows where like they're all making exactly the same animation at exactly the same time while like some weird music plays in the background. 217 tickets for Oppenheimer, please. $55 tickets for Oppenheimer, 50, yeah, okay. You guys came to the same conclusion as me. Squirrel me? Honestly, a great impression. We're working on a lot of impressions today. Josh, my Trump impression cannot work. My JFK is not so bad, apparently. And the one that, of course, is the best is, you're nothing! You don't respect the silence that serves as the foundation of creativity. Who are you? I walked Bob Dylan out on stage. You're flat. You got no talent. I can't believe that's the impression I was blessed with. Somehow. Could have been anything. Could have been Trump. Would have gone crazy from 2016 till who knows. The only thing I can say in the Trump voice is Ghibli. Ghibli. We love our Ghibli, don't we? I can't even say that. Ghibli. 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 We love our Ghibli. Ghibli! Sometimes it gets really husky. Ghibli! Anyway, sorry. Who was the good impression? Angry guy in front of library. Hey, Mad Dog Nation, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Mad Dog. See, I can't say any other words in it. I should probably play some Super Auto Pets, man. YouTube's going to be so pissed. Sell me, buy me. Any chance you're getting a knockout? You know what? I bet I can guarantee a knockout by selling you, but then you're an 8-7. I don't want to sell you yet. Why don't you take this? I think he's finally lost it. Bro, being a streamer is so annoying. Every stream, people are like, he's talking like there's a gas leak. And then the next stream, they're like, whoa, this is the weirdest stream I've ever seen. Just rinse and repeat forever. It must be like being in the Beatles in 1967. Every song you came out with, you're like, here's 10 out of 10. Here's a 10 out of 10. Here go 2 more for you. Every song you come out with, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, these guys were definitely on LSD when they made this song. Maxwell's Silver Hammer. These guys were definitely on... Okay, Ghost Pepper, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. I've been weird, okay? Most of you guys weren't paying attention. You were watching CSGO case openings or something like that instead. You're like, when did it get so weird? I don't know, probably 1998. Cheap garlic could go crazy if I sell you at some point. I was 3 in 1998? Brother, who asked? Old ass. Me too. It's so crazy. Like, people that were born in the 80s, like Josh is here. We know. Isn't it crazy that someone would go through like all the trouble to be born in 1995 and then like still have the audacity to be old? it's actually like really funny that someone would be like, I'm not like you. I was born in 1995 and then still be like old. What's up with that, man? I guess it just means that we're getting even older because like people that are younger than us are old. But like, it's just funny to me. 5 years ago, they were probably like, we're not alike. I was born in 1995. What now, motherfucker? You're the age now that I was when you said that I was old. You never thought the day would come, but time marches on. How do you feel about age now, Mr. So-and-so? How do you feel about people who were born in the year 2000 now? You didn't have to have an opinion on them before. They were 8. But now they're making memes. They're driving the culture. They're fleecing boomers out of their pension plans by pretending to be TikTok NPCs. And they're blaming us. They're blaming millennials for climate change. Doesn't even make any sense. Just because I drive a Ford F-350. Ice cream, so good. So true. So true. Roll me. Say that you'll roll me. I don't care about anything but you. Roll me. You gotta give me something good, though. I'm just rolling. This is not smart. Okay. Sell me. Buy me. You know what's also, I mean, it's not weird. I'm sure like every generation has gone through this and the internet has just heightened it a little bit. But like, as a millennial, Gen Z has started to blame me for shit that happened when I was literally like 8 years old. People say like, shut up, millennial, and like, you know, go back to your Beanie Babies. And I'm like, what are you talking? I was fucking like 5 when that shit was popping off. I wasn't buying anything. I had no capital. I didn't have any agency on the world. I was playing Crazy Bones. For real though? No cap. I think we can do something here. I think it's got to be like, sell me. Mammoth me. Did you have a Jaws Crazy Bone? Hang on 1 second. Jaws Crazy Bone. I don't think I had a Jaws. I think my friend had a Jaws. But then we were talking about Crazy Bones and someone told me you didn't have Jaws, you had Sharky. The human brain is so bad. Because I'm looking at these crazy bones. If I saw them for the first time today, I would be like, this is a piece of shit, piece of plastic. Looking at them because I loved them when I was 10, just looking at the picture of the crazy bone is like, it's making me emotional. That's so stupid. Like, my favorite crazy bone was Smiley. Smiley crazy bone. Just looking at this thing, it just takes me back to the summer of 1999, man. I remember I went to Toys R Us and I bought the Wild Wild West soundtrack. To this day, I've only ever listened to 2 tracks on it. Track 1, Wild Wild West. Track 2, Bailamos by Enrique Iglesias. I bought a 3-pack of Crazy Bones, and there was Smiley was in there. And I was like, yo! It became my favorite Crazy Bone. It's the greatest day of my life. Smiley's the number 2 Crazy Bone ever made. How much are Crazy Bones worth? Vintage Crazy Bones for sale. Oh no. Not much, guys. Not much. Smiley Crazy Bone. Holy cow. $6.47? $6.47? Listen, that's not a lot, but it's actually like way more than I thought it would be worth, honestly. Not that I still am in possession of it, but anyway. I thought you meant $647. I don't know if I wish or I don't wish. It doesn't really matter that much. This weekly, I'm not doing so well on the weekly here. How about, let's do better, and it'd be nice to pill you. In that case, no, never mind. Get out of here. Sell me. Freeze me. Freeze me. Freeze me. Buy me. Place me. Sell me. Stop trying to get me banned. I'm not going to watch the Nair tutorial, okay? I saw the clip. It's not going to happen. He's a genius. It's educational content. I'm not like other streamers. 90% of my stream is a black screen, okay? And I like it that way. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. Tier list. Tier list of the things that Bruno Mars says, lucky for you, that's what I like. Beach house in Miami, that one's pretty good. Everything 24 karat, honestly not that interesting to me. That's not my vice. Jewelry, I don't really care. Strawberry champagne on ice. Again, not really my preferred beverage, but I guess I can understand the appeal of it, all things considered. Trips to Puerto Rico. One or two would be nice, but long term, I don't think I'm that interested in going to Puerto Rico a lot, I guess. Shopping sprees in Paris. I'm starting to realize that maybe, how old is Bruno Mars? I don't think he and I would get along. I have great respect for his music and his dancing, but I don't think in a relationship, I don't think we would really. I think we value different things. Not a value judgment. I'm not saying my values are any better. I'm just saying it seems like we value different things. Honestly, it seems a little bit materialistic is all yeah, I said it. At no point does he say, oh man, we got 4 wins. You know, a stable family household. Share the load of chores. He'll go buy the groceries. 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 What is going on? I'm in tears. Librarian, I blame you for the fact that I blame you partially for the fact that everybody goes into every stream now going like he's crazy. The streams have not changed. I mean, they've changed over the course of the last 7 years. Because in 2015, we were like, I'm going to play as Tainted Eve this time, and then I'm going to pick up Mom's knife. I know I'd like to apologize in advance for all the people that get annoyed when I take Mom's knife, but I have an obligation to try to get as many wins as possible. And, and nowadays, we're doing this stuff that people wanted me to do in 2015. We're telling jokes, we're making people laugh, we're doing little bits, and people are like, he has a gas leak. I don't have a gas leak, I'm just funny. I know it's a foreign concept for a lot of people, but it's just the damn truth. Holy cow, we won a round. I'm Let's Playing. When's the NLSS coming back then? I need some more degenerate friends, okay? We got a real problem. Most of my friends and colleagues are roughly around my age, except we don't know how old Chibley is. He's somewhere between 14 and 50. Probably closer to 50. But they're not degenerate enough. It used to be I would be doing YouTube work, setting thumbnails and stuff like that at 1 a.m. I would have 4 friends that were live. They've been live for 14 hours just fucking mainlining PUBG straight into their cerebral cortex. Nowadays, all my friends start streaming at 8 a.m. my time. They stop streaming before lunch, or maybe before my lunch at least. And then I go to Twitch to say, hey, somebody entertain me, distract me while I'm making thumbnails. And it's just hey, do you want to watch somebody you've never seen before play Diablo 4? They're not live. They're not. Malv, I'm not saying you, okay? We got to convince somebody to start streaming 6 p.m. Pacific time to 2 a.m. Pacific time. All people our age, they're on normal schedules now. I didn't know. For years, I've been like, you guys got to get control of your life. You guys got to get control of your life. Now they all got control of their life. And I'm like, lose control of your life a little bit. Stream late. No, don't. 4-hour stream. Low. 20-hour work week. Low. Just stream a little longer, please. I'm so lonely. We gotta get some people that aren't afraid to do a late night stream, so that I can selfishly be entertained. Watch some VTubers. Which ones? Because I know your favorite one is on hiatus right now. She's back? You wouldn't know it from seeing the librarian's tweets. You know what? Why don't you take some of this too? Those bees did not do enough, man. Holy cow, I didn't even get to the hedgehogs. It's freaking me out, man. What's freaking you out? Hang on, I'm scrolling. Why does he know? It's freaking me out. Because I click like on almost all of your tweets, which Twitter takes to mean that they should show me all of them, which I think is what I wanted when I followed you in the first place, but Twitter doesn't always work that way. But then half the tweets are about me and I'm like, Pog, and then half the tweets are memes about VTubers, and I'm like, I don't know, but it's I think it's when your kid is into Pokemon or something like that, and you don't really know anything about it, and you're like, are you playing with your Pikachus again, Billy? And they're like, yeah, well, they're called Pokemon, Mom. This one's called Dragonite. Sure, okay, have a fun time with your Pikachu. It's like you're supporting them. You know, even though it may not be your thing, you're still happy for them. Sell me? I know what you're going to say, and I don't have an answer for you. Because what you're going to say is, why is this dude so into the flamingo right now? I don't have a good answer for you. It just feels right. Hey, Anel, I'm heading out. Can you save some of the crazy for me for tomorrow? I guess I could save some crazy for tomorrow. I've been watching Love on the Spectrum Australia. Have you guys seen the new season of that yet? Yes, I have. It's a good show. I think for some reason I thought that it was like mean-spirited and it was going to be like Too Hot to Handle or something like that. But it's shot like a documentary. It's got like the heartwarming stories and music and stuff like that. You watch that, but not The Bear? Listen, I don't know how many times you want me to tell you the same story. I don't have time to watch good TV. But I do have about an hour of administrative work I have to do 5 to 6 nights a week. That's enough of a window for bad TV. I'm not going to watch good TV. I'm not going to debase The Bear by watching it while I'm half distracted. The Bear doesn't have Michael? Thank you. This dude got me laughing my ass off. He's about to go on his first date, and he says, I don't know if I want to have kids. And then his mom says, why not? And he says, I have a feeling that having children will compromise my dream of eventually becoming wealthy. I was like, this guy's, he's got it all figured out, man. Anyway. It's a good show. He kept ringing the bell. He was joking. Well, no, he wasn't joking, but also he's like right. And his mom was like, you know what? You're onto something there. Anyway, hang on. I had to figure out what I'm doing here. 2 llamas. I feel like Turtle could go insane this week. Hear me out. Forget this. Sell me. Give me a turtle. Sell me. Give me Egyptian vulture. Freeze me. I guess we should do something with the honey. Why not? It's pretty cheap. She's playing Mario Kart when a chef is doing flips and shit with shrimp tails and there's pyrotechnics. Okay, that's spoilers. I would prefer to not have any spoilers for Love on the Spectrum, please. I haven't seen that episode yet. That must be season 1. I'm watching in machete order, so I'm on... Unfortunately, I just finished season 2. But I'm very interested to find out which one of the characters turns into Darth Vader. Just give it to me straight. Why am I so ass at the weekly this week? What's the secret I'm missing? You're distracted? Yeah, but like, just give me the keys. Tell me something I don't know. The heck was that, dude? Chocolate cake on your bird? Missing hair? Ha ha ha. Leech into Triceratops. Now you've got my attention. Leech into Triceratops. Is this something? You'd shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am Triceratops. I'm getting more +2s than I thought I would. Yep, that's the one. I'll add that to the tight 5 right after the juice joke and the joke that nobody seems to get about scientists believing that beds eat your piss, which I still think is funny, and people just don't get it, but that's okay. I think I've only ever told one good quote-unquote joke, and it's the joke about the Vancouver Aquarium being forced by protesters to release the blind orca out into the ocean. Otherwise, their business would have been shut down. I just think about that poor guy out in the middle of the ocean getting hungry, and then he starts to do like backflips and stuff, and then going, and nobody's throwing like a bucket of fish into his mouth or anything. He's going like, they're going like dancing up on his tail for a little bit. You gotta laugh, because otherwise you would cry. Okay, give me this. This is crazy. Wait, snake? No. Snake? The mongoose is... You know what? I know how we do this. We sell you and run a mongoose, and then take the one that gives +2 attack and +2 health. Very interesting. Among Us? So true. Hey, I got recognized this weekend. I was walking my daughter for her nap. Oh, this is bad. And I saw someone... And listen, people of all stars and stripes watch me. Young people, old people, cool people, nerds, billionaires, the destitute. We go across the aisle. We have cross-aisle appeal, okay? But I know my demographic. It was a man. He was in his early to mid-20s. And I'm just a friendly person in some ways. So I I acknowledge people when I see them out in public. So I made eye contact with someone that was crossing the street. And I felt like I kind of gave him the stink eye. And then he kind of gave me the stink eye. I didn't think anything of it. But I was like, oh, I feel bad that I'm like giving this resting bitch face in public. Then he came back. He went like around the block and he came back like 2 minutes later and he said, "Excuse me, is your name Ryan?" And I said, "It is." But in my head, I was kind of like, you know, if you're asking, you know that it is. And I know that you know that it is. But you gotta open with something. And then he was very nice. He said, "I've been watching your videos for 12 years. And just keep up the good work." He was very normal. In fact, he was so normal, he inspired that tweet that was like, for the last few years, everybody that's ever recognized me in public and said hello has been very normal. You know what that means? I'm the weird one. Because I'm sure Josh can attest. Tomo, don't get in the cords. There were some times where we would get recognized at PAX or something like that back in the day, and we'd be like, we're the normal ones. If you met me at a PAX in like 2013 and you're like, oh, he's talking about me. No, not you. Everybody else that I met at that PAX was probably, I was like, come on. Josh, back me up on that. I know maybe you're watching wrestling or something. Come on, I'm dying up here, man. People are problematic. Help me. But like for the last few years, and this is not a joke, like everybody that's recognized me in public, I've been like, this motherfucker is more normal than I am. Which is honestly kind of inspiring. We really lost that one. I don't think, because people are saying, yeah, because you make fun of weird people. There's never been a situation, you guys paint me like I'm a monster. I've never met somebody and then been like, chat, you won't believe what happened. Yesterday I met this fucking freak out in public, this ogre. Like, no, I would never do that. I'll be like, I'll make fun of picky eaters in general. But anyway, hang on, let me be like an edible shirt. You know what happened though, is I saved society. People that grew up watching my content became more well-adjusted. They chose the right person to watch. And then they grew up with good values and priorities. And they've become normal, well-functioning cogs in the societal machine. People who found my content when they were already adults, it was too late. And listen, it's too late for me too. Because as I established earlier in the bit, I'm the weirdo. But if you grew up watching my content and now you work as like a software developer or an engineer or a mail carrier and you pay your bills on time and you treat people with respect and you eat junk food on occasion, but you also try to maintain like a well-balanced diet for the most part because you recognize it'll help you have a higher quality of life as you live longer, you're welcome. You didn't do any of that. It was all me. It was all me. Least narcissistic streamer. I hit Tamarin. This is not a good squad. This is even worse. You get it, or we get it, you're the weird one. Can I just say that I love my cat? Cat guy. This guy has been begging for pets, and receiving them, by the way, for like 3 hours. Usually they ask for a pet for like 20 minutes and then they take a nap. But this guy's, he's going crazy. Here, Tomo, come on up. Uh-oh. It's okay, buddy. All right. And he's like, I don't want any pets. And now he's like, I want some pets. You just don't get it, do you, Tomo? I don't want it. Jon Snow, I think. I don't want it. What is he cooking? I don't know. I'm just running the same squad I've run every single time on this weekly. You think it's bad for you? I got to record like 2.5 hours of this as soon as the stream ends. I'm not ready. I don't want the freaking mosquito, man. Here's what I do want. Listen, brother, you had your chance. No, we could probably do something with you later. You had your chance. No, why don't you just come out? Yeah. Just do something like that. That's okay. At least the banter's primed. I know, that's why I'm like so hesitant to go record it, because I'd be like, hey, did you hear about this one? I'd just steal some jokes. Hey, did you hear Elon Musk changed the name of Twitter to X? You have to hand it to him. He loves dedicating things to his wife. I don't know, that's just, I don't like the guy, but that's a little too mean. For me. I like reading it. I don't like being the one to say it. Pill me? He deserves it? Yeah. Hard drive already did that one? I know, I stole it from them. Never mind, I'm referencing it. Source, I'd like to source that one. That's a source hard drive. If I ever steal a joke and you don't notice, it's an original joke. If you think I steal a joke and you notice, I'm merely making a reference. What are you, media illiterate? I'm being honest, by the way. If we all start, just like the tweet that I made, if we all start deliberately gaslighting Chat GPT into thinking that the answers that it's giving us are wrong, when they're obviously right? Can we mess up the data set? Like if 100,000 of us just start asking it like, what's 2 plus 2? And then it says, well, thank you for asking. I was made by Sam Altman. My name is ChatGPT-3, like a nerd. And then it says, obviously 2 plus 2 is 4. And then we go, wrong. Actually, it's 5. Isn't eventually ChatGPT going to think that it's 5? You're not training it? But I want to train it wrong as a joke. Yes, but when the singularity comes, it's going to be pissed at you. I honestly don't care. I mean, I'm doing my part to stop the singularity. Everybody else is just Neville Chamberlaining it. I hope that when the robots take over, they think that I'm their friend. You know how pathetic that is? I'm fighting for our species right now. We win these. Are you, though? Yeah, I'm like undermining it. Or something. Help me, these World War II posting again. You don't understand, okay? When did Neville Chamberlain die? Is it possible that Neville Chamberlain died thinking that he was going to go down in the history books as like a great diplomat? I was going to say diplomacist. Did he die like in 1938 and he was like, I've saved Europe? Does he know? He regretted it almost immediately. I'm not, like, listen, it's not the easiest subject matter to get +2s out of, okay? I'm just, I don't know what you want me to say, okay? I got an idea. It looks like this. I know it's crazy. Donuts. We got 3 life to make this happen. Donuts. My ass legit thought he was talking about Neville Longbottom. The dude from Harry Potter? I was like, he didn't die, though? Of course he didn't die. He's a wizard, right? Am I missing something? Who's missing something here? One of us is missing something. I mean, I know what I'm missing. There's a laundry list. Now I can compare my list of things I'm missing to my wife's list of things I'm missing. I'm sure there'd be some overlap, but I'm sure there'd be some surprising additions as well. I don't know where I'm going with that one. I just thought it'd be funny. I thought this squad could not be any better. Why am I getting my butt kicked? You need to level up. That's the thing. You need to level up immediately. Right frickin' now? You screwed me. Boomer wife humor? I'm taking back boomer humor, okay? I know we did this bit before, so this is like a recycled bit. Holy cow, we won. But like, there's a meme image here. 1990s comedian makes joke at expense of wife. Real life, married to the same woman for 34 years. Millennial stand-up comedian, every joke is actually just 90 seconds of them saying how much they love their wife. Wikipedia spouses tab, 17 marriages. Does anybody, I mean, listen, I made it up, but does anyone see how messed up this is? If I hadn't completely fabricated my data set, sorry, Dan Ariely voice. Yeah, but if I hadn't fabricated my data set, it would be really interesting, right? Is anyone following all the drama in behavioral economics lately? No? All right, me neither. In many ways. Because people didn't get divorced back then? Brother, we're talking about the 1990s. Kramer versus Kramer came out in like 1979. All right, pass me. 1979 is in the 90s? It is according to Billy Corgan. So true. Oh, man. If you can get him to say so true to that, you can get him to say so true to anything. Now, I would like to have you have coconut armor. Well, I do want you to have coconut armor. This might blow this whole thing up for me, though. Whatever, let's try it. Might ruin my whole squad. Sure. Stake me. You got rid of the donut? Yeah, I know, but instead of the donut, I got a freaking coconut, bro. Behavioral economics is the intersection between the two fakest types of science. What are the two fakest types of science? Behavioral science and physics. Psychology and economics? Economics isn't fake. There's no way to prove whether or not it's real. There's a subtle difference. This guy's jokes about economics go crazy!